The right wing are completely moulding about Zohran Mamdani's win in New York, and they're terrified because he's a Muslim, because he's a socialist, because he's an immigrant, and because he wants to tax wealth. And Sargon, Carl Benjamin, is completely terrified because he sees the system as right. He said Marx was right, and this is a good thing. Inequality is a good thing. Crime is a good thing. The fact that you can't afford to pay your bills, afford housing, ultimately is a good thing to call. Let's get straight into the video because I'm sure he's got some very cogent and very well thought out arguments because we know Carl Benjamin is a big brain boy.
The normie American rights are freaking out about the election of Zohran Mamdani or something like that because he represents...
Okay, so we're starting strong with comedy and the inability to just say a name, which isn't surprising from Carl because he really is stupid. There's two types of conservatives: grifters who know they don't believe a word they're saying, and then there's Carl Benjamin.
a tidal shift away from American politics as it was traditionally done. Now, American politics as it was traditionally done was done in a certain way, but there was always a kind of unspoken assumption of demographic superiority and demographic inferiority. So you have ethnic voting blocks for minorities.
We're 30 seconds in it, and he's talking about race. But he's not racist. He's not racist. I mean, not racist. Not racist.
And non-ethnic voting blocks for the majority, and the majority, of course, were the white Americans. And so the ethnic minorities were kind of dependents on the white Americans. But that paradigm only continues as long as those demographics hold true. And in the case of New York, well, in the last 20 years, things have changed. And so you can expect the politics to change with them. I mean, Zohran himself is an immigrant to America, and what he has done is built a coalition of foreigners to gain political power in New York over...
He's an American citizen. An immigrant. A country based on immigration, built on immigration, literally. But, yeah. So no arguments so far.
The native-born New Yorkers. And I saw lots of people posting stuff like this. This dude's closing pitch ad is literally him speaking Arabic in front of the Palestinian flag.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he's a foreigner. They're all foreigners.
So Carl's argument so far is that he's a foreigner. He is an immigrant. I mean, there's an implication for his audience here that they don't like foreigners, so okay. But he's not racist. He's not racist.
Don't you understand what the demographic changes in New York have wrought? Like,
no. Will you build an argument? Are you going to build an argument? Because New York has way less violent crime than a lot of, I think the top 10, Zoran says this, the top 10 most violent cities, 8 are Republican cities. There's a myth that somehow big cities are hotbeds of crime. No, I think violent crime, I think it's some north, is it Yorkshire? Has the highest crime rate in the UK, some town, Cleveridge or something. It's just simply not true. But they like to say, oh, London is falling because Sadiq Khan, a brown man, scary, I know, is running it. Even though crime has been going down since the last 30 years. But there's no argument, it's just foreign. And that's, read from that what you will, but they're not racist.
This is genuinely his pitch and his constituency. And it turns out that his constituency is larger than the native...
No, his pitch is cost of living, affordability, childcare, free buses, free fast buses, rent freezes on rent stabilized apartments, 2 million people. This is his pitch and it's popular, and that's why he's won. But no argument. There'll be no arguments against this. Just feelings. Ooh, he's a brown man. He's scary. He's speaking another language. Arabic. Ooh. Oh, God. It just sends shivers down your spine, doesn't it?
White population of New York now. What has happened in many places in Britain, such as with our Gaza MPs, is
This is going to be a strong argument. He's been working on this for months.
it's happening in New York, and it's happened to what is it? One of the first or second largest and most important cities in America. This is your future.
The biggest. They've got the most billionaires. America, literally. I think, is it California that creates like, between California and New York, that's 30% of America's GDP. But, they're the horrible. They constantly demonize these places, but you can't do that about white people. You can't do that about the Rust Belt. But you can say whatever you want about London. It's fine. But these guys aren't snowflakes, and yeah, just say whatever.
Just like it's happened here. These people didn't need to integrate because you brought so many of them in such large numbers.
Yeah, Zoran's not integrated. Won massive votes, won over 1 million votes in New York, one of the most beautiful cosmopolitan happening places. Like New York, the idea like New York is fucking cool. I've never been, but I'm aware of its cultural significance and its power. I mean, it's just so stupid. There's no argument here. It's just hatred, isn't it?
And you allowed them to concentrate themselves in particular areas. And they realised that if they've been given the franchise, which for some reason we just give everyone who comes to our countries the franchise, that
God, there's no argument, just hate. Like, and I think people are getting bored of this. Obviously, his fans love it because they've not really got much going on in their lives. I think they should just get a girlfriend. Please just go out tonight and just talk to people. Go to a bar, go to a library. I mean, I think you might benefit from reading some books, to be honest.
they don't have to vote for you. They don't have to vote for Andrew Cuomo. They don't have to care. And I saw a lot of people saying, well, look, New Yorkers have forgotten 9/11 because they've elected.
Yeah, he wants you to vote for someone who sexually harasses people. Sargon. Of course he does.
Did a communist jihadi. And it's like, I don't think you understand. The people who voted for him were not in New York in 9/11. They were not there at the...
Yes, they were. Young people. A lot of them were young people. Some weren't, but they would have been young. This is 24 years ago. A lot of young people voted for Mamdani. But again, no arguments.
The time. Those people have left, by the most part. And the...
Any data on that? Any data on that? Fucking hell. Oh my God. Yeah, 8.5 million people, New York. Since 9/11, most people have left. Fucking hell. Okay, so this is the semblance of an argument based on no evidence and no reality. It's just... I love doing Carl's video because he's so fucking stupid, isn't he?
These are new people who are not only not American, but don't care about your sacred...
They are. America was built on immigration. Germans, Italians, Irish. And especially New York. Alice Isle, the famous Alice Isle. People can come in. We welcome your unwashed masses or whatever it was. Like, people... You have to accept that about America. He doesn't. Because obviously, he hates foreigners. But he's not racist.
Cows. They don't care about 9/11. If anything, a lot of them would have been on the other side of that question and not have appreciated America's response to it. They're there for prosperity. They're there to take of...
Most people don't actually like the response to it. I'm sure he does because he doesn't like foreigners and brown people. I'm sure that he'd like to see them killed. But the response to it, people don't like, actually. Iraq War, Afghanistan... The left has been vindicated on that. Not popular. And that's why a lot of people don't want, even Republicans, virtue signal of like no interventionism, no war, even though Trump does it, like increased drone strikes, loves bombing various countries across the Middle East.
Yours what they can take. And this couldn't be more explicit in his acceptance speech. Like this is crazy how explicit and on the nose this is.
Yeah, it's just crazy how people are born in different parts of the planet and we're basically all people. It's just crazy that people, we came from Africa and they went up to Europe, we went to Eurasia, we went to South America, and then we're basically all the same. But our skin pigment changed and culture changed over time, depending on geography and environment. And then we built civilizations, and then we built the notion of race science in the 17th and 18th century. And it all went downhill from there, really, doesn't it? Because there's no arguments from this man. He just doesn't like brown people, but he's not racist.
He says this movement was made by Yemeni bodega owners, Mexican abulers, Senegalese taxi drivers, Uzbek nurses, Trinidadian line cooks, and Ethiopian aunties. But not Americans.
But they are American now, by the fact they live in America. That's the beautiful melting pot of America, isn't it? They came from other countries, and now they're integrated in America. And that's the most beautiful thing, in my opinion, that New York represents. And the same with London. I know it's not a popular opinion, but people are people. And coming together is actually one of the most beautiful things people do. Not division, not hate based on ethnicity, religion, but coming together and seeing how we are basically the same.
No Americans involved in this. Because what...
Yes, they are. That's the point of America. Ethnically, you can be Ugandan, Senegalese, Ethiopian, but once you're a citizen in America, you're an American. You are an American. And he doesn't like that. He doesn't like that, does he?
This is a coalition of foreigners conducting a kind of intersectional jihad against the native population of the...
So fucking emotional. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh God. It's so pathetic, isn't it?
New York, what's left of the native population of New York.
Yeah, you just said there was a majority before in America. But what's left of them? Oh God. I really can't wait till we're all brown. I really can't wait. 50, 100 years time where we're just one hue. I mean, we'll still have people like Carl, but I just hope... Fucking hell.
They realise that actually we can form our intersectional coalition, a racial coalition of every race against the white man.
Fucking hell. It's such a fucking victim, isn't it? Oh my God. Oh God. I don't know what to argue because he's not having any arguments, just hatred. Like, what do you argue against this? There's no argument against just feelings and victimhood and whining. Oh, the poor white man. Even though we've got an orange man in the Oval Office right now, just deporting people, taking people's SNAP away from them, Medicaid, Medicare, shutting the government down. People can't even afford food. Tariffs destroying the economy. Oh, it's insane, isn't it?
And we can win. And so what that means is the structures in place...
See, it's with fascists, it's a zero-sum game. You've got white people and black people, and there's a war. That's what he wants. That's what these people are calling for, a race war. And somehow, oh no, it's like there's winners and losers. Why? No. When the Civil Rights Act came into the 60s, white people didn't lose out. They became less paranoid. It was better for everyone if we are all equal. Carl is not a happy man. By constantly being terrified and just fear-mongering about foreigners, you do not have a good life. He is not happy. Yes, he's wealthy. I'm sure his family don't like him very much. And he can go on nice holidays and he doesn't have to worry about food. But come on, Carl. There's more to life than just race baiting. But he's not racist.
In New York that were set up by those people 50, 60 years ago when New York was like 97% European. Well,
European, he means white there. European white. Yeah, but when the Germans first came to America, they were considered swarthy. They weren't even considered white. The same with Irish as well, and Italians. Oh, he's so fucking pathetic. He's so weak, isn't he? He's just a weak person. But I love laughing at him because these people need to be mocked because they are the worst of us.
Well, they're all things that they've been on the receiving end of. I mean, as Styx Hexenhammer puts here,
A neo-Nazi. Styx Hexenhammer, a literal neo-Nazi. Big brain boy. Oh my god, this movement was built by people we exploited for decades. But they think that's good. Carl thinks that's good. Carl thinks the exploits of capitalism, the alienation from your labor, the fact that people are inherently paid less, they're exploited by their bosses, they're extorted. He thinks that that's a good thing. Like, oh yeah, capitalism's working, baby. We need just more capitalism. We need more inequality. We need more alienation from communities so I can thrive on that. I can divide people based on race. And oh God, no. Like the idea that people to come together, oh, no. But he's not racist. We'll end on this last comment because I'm having too much fun here and this video is going to be too long.
Movement was built by people we exploited for decades as service workers. Yeah, but it turns out they can vote. And it turns out that if...
Which he doesn't like that. He doesn't like brown people voting. We know that. We know that fascists don't like brown people voting.
You have a socialist who's like, you know what? There is actually a shared class interest amongst all of these non-white races.
Yes, there is. Yes. Yes, because the people.
Then these can be stitched together into a coalition and thrown as a weapon at the establishment. Now, I'm not even saying it's not justified to do this.
What are you saying? What are you saying? Because you've not really said anything at the moment.
Everyone is aware of the rent prices in New York. Like, my God. And all of the everything there costs a huge amount. And everyone is aware that that is the case. And so I'm not saying that there isn't even a legitimate argument to be made there. What I'm saying is, these people will make it on their terms and not yours.
What does that even mean? Obviously, he has no argument. What do you mean on them terms? He wants to give free childcare, free buses, rent stabilization, well, rent freezes on rent stabilized apartments, affordable grocery prices. This helps everyone. It doesn't matter what your fucking race is or your ethnicity. You've got to pay the fucking bills. This is a class, and he knows that. He's aware of what he's saying, but he's like, I mean, look at his face there. Like he's like, oh, people actually having class consciousness, and I just want them to be divided on race. We're gonna end there because literally no arguments, just brown people bad. That's it. He doesn't want people, the working class, coming together, no matter their ethnicity, their creed, religion, race, whatever. He just wants to sow division because it's a very good and lucrative business model, isn't it? Think about it. Just spout videos about brown people committing crime and how we want a race war, and it's very exciting, and you can have big clicks and big viewership, but people are waking up to it. People are basically the same. Your pigmentation, it shouldn't be scary, Carl. You shouldn't be scared of these people. They're just like you. They're just like you. Anyway, on that note, if you enjoyed the video, hit the like button, join the membership from 99 pence a month, and I'll see you in the next video.